Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. In 61 after Hijrah, on the desert of Karbala, on the day of Ashura, Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam and his companions were killed, and they will become martyrs for the sake of Allah, in the way of Allah. Apparently, they defeated. Apparently. And the army of Yazid won this war, this battle. They were the victorious. And this is why that they were very happy. After that event, in different cities, Yazid announced to all his rulers to hold the parties, ceremonies, celebrations, festivals, to celebrate because they had won and they had defeated their enemies. They were very happy. But this was just a misunderstanding. This was completely wrong and false. In fact, they were not defeated. In fact, Imam Hussain alayhi salam was the real victorious and winner of that battle. Listen to what one of the Egyptian scholars, Sayyid al-Qutb, he is saying. Sayyid Qutb, one of the big scholars in the book of Fi Dhilal al-Quran, he says, first he narrates a verse of the Holy Quran in chapter 40, verse 51. Chapter 40, verse 51 says, إِنَّا لَنَنْصُرُ رُسُلَنَا وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَيَوْمَ يَقُومُ الْأَشْهَادِ. The translation is that we will surely bestow our aid to our messengers and those who believe, both in this world and in the hereafter, when the witnesses stand in the presence of Allah. Then he put forward the question. He says that if Allah has promised to help his messengers, so why messengers were not helped? Why we don't see the aid of Allah about his messengers? Then he answers the question himself and says that we mustn't see the issue of victory and losing in a very small scale, in a very limited time and place. The scale of evaluation must be so large, so eternal, that you mustn't limit it in a very limited time and place. Apparently, the messengers defeated by their enemies, but in the long term, they were the victorious. Because today, the belief that they preached, the school that they sacrificed their lives for that school, today that school is alive. It has billions of followers. So they were not defeated. Even the time that Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was put in the fire by that oppressor king, he was burning, but he was not defeated. He was the winner. He was the really victorious. Why? Because the enemy could not make him and force him to submit, to change his beliefs. He resisted. So he was the winner. Then Sayyid Qutb, this very big scholar who is an Egyptian scholar, he is evaluating the event of Ashura. He narrates the story of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And he says that, yes, on that day, Hussain alayhi salam and his 72 companions were killed. Apparently, he defeated. Apparently, he was killed and they won the battle. But don't make a mistake. Don't look at these matters in a very narrow scale. Let's have a deep look at the matters. Let's evaluate the matters very comprehensively, throughout the history. Then he says, فما من شهيد في الأرض تهتز له الجوانح بالحب والعطف وتهفو له القلوب وتجيش بالغيرة والفداء كالحسين رضوان الله عليه. Today, you will not find any other martyr to be like Hussein, who has a deep love in the hearts of all believers. You will not find any other martyr in the history like Hussein, any other champion like Hussein, that when his name is being mentioned, it shakes the hearts of all people. Then he says that يستوي في هذا المتشيعون وغير المتشيعين من المسلمين وكثير من غير المسلمين. Hussein is not limited to a specific group of the people. He does not belong only to Shia, the followers of Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. No, he does not belong only to Shia. Even he does not belong only to Muslims. All free men, even non-believers. This is why I said that Gandhi, an Indian leader who is not a believer, even he does not believe in other religions, divine religions. He says that I can't bring any good message for my nation except the message that Hussein gave to us. If you want to win, if you want to achieve victory, we have to follow him. So you see that Sayyid Qutb, what does he say? Please study the book of في ظلال القرآن, volume 7, page 189. What he is saying is proving that I said Imam Hussain alayhi salam made an exemplar. He established a school that today also is inspiring. And today also it can be a good example for all people who want to fight against oppression, dictation, aggression, and not to be the slaves of human being. They want to be the servant of Allah the Almighty. Allah deserves to be followed, to be worshipped, not other human beings. So we wanted just to briefly, very briefly, talk about the outcome of the movement and uprising of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and we talked about it. We will have some more sayings about the destiny of the Umayyad dynasty in next program. Until then, thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.